Yeah, an update from them, Hebrew update for Israeli media this morning, a few lines starting to come out. One is they updated the number of hostages they believe are still in Gaza to 222. I don't think that includes that number of the 2 Americans who were released a few days ago. So that number of hostages that they believe to be in Gaza being held by Hamas or Islamic Jihad or others keeps rising upwards rather than downwards. And so it just speaks to the scale of the problem they've got to try and get those hostages back. We understand, we were talking about it at the end of last week, but there's more reporting around this morning saying that countries in the West, Europe, United States are putting pressure on the Israelis not to launch a ground invasion just yet because they hope that the diplomatic channels can be used to try and free more hostages. So we're not sure whether the Israelis haven't launched a ground invasion yet. We're not sure whether it's for that reason or for other reasons. But there's a bit of pressure coming from the West to try and get as many hostages out through diplomatic talks rather than through military action. Another line that has come out of the briefing says that they know Hamas fighters are massing at assembly points in Gaza to try and then ambush Israeli forces if and when they do go in. I suspect that's coming from surveillance footage, the constant monitoring, even during quote-unquote peacetime in Gaza. One of the features of if you go there is you always hear Israeli drones overhead, and so they've got incredibly good surveillance of what's going on the ground. It'd be very, very difficult, we've spoken about this before, how hard it would be for the Israeli forces to go into Gaza and operate in that kind of environment. They have a lot of experience operating in the West Bank in urban environments, but this is, for many of them, much more unknown because they haven't been into Gaza for quite some years. And Hamas have had a lot of time to prepare, not just since the attacks over 2 weeks ago, but for many years they will prepare their defence of Gaza, and that is maybe what the Israelis are seeing them doing now.